What is up, everybody? It's Sam, and we are back with another episode of Pessimistic at Best, the podcast. And it's season 3, episode 2.
Let's go.
And guess who that is?
Who could that be?
It's my co-host.
Yeah, this is my podcast now.
James Arbaje. Welcome to the mic. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Brand spanking new, never been seen before.
Yeah. How do we do it here?
What?
How do we do things around here?
Just like this.
Okay.
You're doing great so far. So you had a bad day?
Yeah, it wasn't like a terrible day. It was just a weird day. I don't know if I had any fun at any point.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It started off. It started off with James. Oh my god! It started off with James.
Fuck you. You're
started.
bogus.
Oh my god! It started off with James falling down the stairs this morning.
I did not fall down the stairs. I almost fell down the stairs.
He tripped and he got so mad.
I didn't trip. I slipped because my socks were too slippery on our hardwood fucking... They're not hardwood, but, wood stairs.
Oh my god, you absolutely love to see it. I felt really bad for you at first, and also the noise scared me, but then you were so mad that I couldn't help but think it was funny.
I don't know. Yeah, that's not what's up.
I think you've been mad since then.
Yeah. I mean, every day I wake up and I'm literally burning. I feel like I'm in hell because of our heater.
Oh my god, so dramatic.
It's so bad. It feels like my throat is closing up.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I get why you have to because it's freezing because you're, 2 feet lower than us in the bed.
Yeah, basically the way our apartment is, okay, they say it's a 1-bedroom and we pay 1-bedroom prices. However, our bedroom doesn't actually have walls, if that makes sense. So picture this. I'll set the scene. It's essentially a studio apartment or an efficiency, but kind of not.
It has a wall in between the bedroom and the kitchen.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a
space.
door.
Right.
It's
like a half wall.
Vibes. And then I feel like they get to call it a bedroom because it does have a couple of stairs. So it's not actually on the same level. It's 3 stairs up.
At least they don't lie and call it a loft or something.
No, these are lofts. We literally live in the lofts. This is a loft.
It's not a loft in the sense that there's upstairs.
That's not what you need for a loft.
I thought it was.
Mm-mm. You need walls like that.
Just the 3/4 wall?
Uh-huh.
That's a loft?
Yeah.
We can check that out later, okay?
I've been doing a lot of apartment hunting in my downtime.
I always thought a loft meant it's a lofted area upstairs.
Not necessarily.
With usually under the lofted room is space, is just the rest of the room. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Our heater's up there, so she has to turn the heater on when she wakes up for work.
Basically, we have exposed air ducts in our apartment because it's supposed to be cool, what's that called? I was going to say rustic. That's not the word I'm looking for. Whatever, when your apartment's concrete. What is that called? Contemporary, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
It's warehouse vibes.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck me. So it has exposed air ducts and it blows directly at the bed. And something about the fact that our bedroom is slightly raised by a matter of 3 stairs makes it thousands of degrees hotter. And whenever we don't turn the heat on when we sleep, so then I wake up and it's 60 degrees in here, and I have to go out in the living room and start my day. And poor James is still asleep, and I light him on fire.
Basically. I wake up, I feel like my throat has been closed.
I'm so sorry. Well, we can add that to the cons list.
Yeah, for fucking real.
But yeah, I'm sorry you had a bad day. I also had a bad day. I think my next 2 months are going to be just a string of bad days.
Yeah, I hear that.
So that's something to look forward to.
That's where we're at, yeah. 2022 off to a great start.
Really, really solid. But yeah, this is actually kind of perfect because I feel like I didn't talk to you at all today. So now we get to have this conversation with these microphones in our hands.
Yeah. So natural.
Oh, it's good. Everything is amazing. It couldn't be better.
So true.
But yes, we're going to let you guys in on a little decision-making process, whether you like it or not. You're going to help us decide whether we should stay in Madison or move to Chicago. Yay! So it's something that we've been kind of toying with for a while because of how, like I always say, I have absolutely no friends. And also, we've just been in Madison for literally forever. So it was never my plan to stick around this long. So we've come up with some pros and cons to both. And we'll chat through those with you right now.
I don't want to commit to making a decision on the podcast.
Well, yeah, me neither. No, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
You guys can all weigh in and then we won't listen to you.
Yeah. We'll do a poll and then it won't amount to anything.
Yeah. So, okay, the first one, you actually came up with this one. A pro for Madison, obviously, is family. Family's close.
I came up with this one.
Yeah, you said that one.
Yeah, both of our parents are like 10 minutes away, so that's actually super nice.
It is really nice. I mean, your parents will be moving a little further away soon.
That's true, but I mean, yeah, same
30 minutes is different than 2 hours.
Yeah, definitely.
I am an only child, so I'm like obsessed with my parents.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm really close with mine too, for sure.
So that's going to be a bummer, but I also kind of feel like maybe I could convince them to move. Not for like a couple years, but we'll see. Mom, Dad, if you're listening. Although they did just redo their kitchen and it is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful house.
So like whatever, but but yeah, so that's definitely a pro to staying in Madison, and I think it would be tough to be away from them. But of course, Chicago isn't that far. Like, it's not like you can come home for a weekend. You can even come home for a day. Like, that's not out of the question.
That's almost like a plus, how close it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's far away. We're not next to them, but
in comparison to all of the other cities we could potentially move to.
Right.
So, yeah, that one's kind of tricky to navigate. But then, I mean, another pro of Madison is like we're really, really close to everything that we like to do.
Yeah. We got all the music venues. We know the city. We got Willie Street.
It's just like everything's within walking distance.
Yeah, our apartment's like the perfect location.
It's perfect. And like, I don't know, I feel like you probably have that in Chicago depending on where you move, but you're definitely not going to be close to everything. Like, you kind of have to pick a lane. Like, you can be close to the music venues or the restaurants or your favorite coffee shop, but you're probably not going to be close to all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never lived there, but I would imagine there's, and as like for every cool place here, there's probably like several in Chicago.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's hard, right? Because another one we listed for Madison, obviously, was like, you know, or something that we listed as a con was that we've just like done everything here.
Yeah, we really have.
And like everything that we do all the time is the same.
Yeah, we have a pattern.
A very solid routine.
A routine. I mean, it's definitely been thrown off with the pandemic, but I feel like we kind of know what we like to do here. There was not much exploring.
Yeah, and I love exploring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
so
hard to do.
And we would be able to explore in Chicago for a really, really long time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm sure we still could here, but we've heard of everything.
Right, like it's just...
We've at least considered like everything.
Yeah. And like that, yeah, I don't know. And now when a new restaurant pops up, it's like such a big deal.
Yeah, like, we have to try it.
Which is kind of fun in a way, but also it would just be fun to have something where everything is a new experience and like just kind of a new home. Plus, living in a city, living in a place like Chicago is so different than just visiting.
Yeah.
And that's fun. Like, I love that. That's like such a fun way to kind of acclimate yourself to a new place.
I feel like there's this kind of stigma to like staying somewhere that you've been for a while, but like it can just be a hub for, you know, you go other places, you visit places. We haven't had time to travel as much or anything, but.
Which now I will say that we can add to the list for pros for moving to Chicago is like the airport. Just we could get around to so many more places and our hub would be closer. However, a pro of the Madison airport, if you can get a flight out of it, is that it's
Yes.
so fucking easy. However, you're probably going to have like a connecting flight. So something to consider.
Mm-hmm. It's way less of a hassle though. You just show up and you're good.
Like 30 minutes before, it's the best.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it would just be nice to be in a major city like that where you have such a central hub. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, you can fly anywhere.
Okay, well, let's talk about apartments because obviously in Madison, we have a very cool apartment. However, it does light you on fire in the morning.
Yeah, that's like the only downside to it.
Otherwise,
And
I love
actually,
this place.
I don't know. We could move up and hit a second room or like a little den.
I would love to have a little more space. I think also, especially if we move, I would want that because I would want people to come and visit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, even having a door would be nice.
Yeah.
Because like if one of us stays up late working, then it's like you don't want to have all the lights on. You want to make as little noise as possible.
Well, I'll say I don't care about that stuff. And you always want me to turn off all the lights because I'm going to bed and I don't care. And even when you're not home, I keep the lights on.
Well, I just feel bad that it's like bright as hell, but more so the noise. Like I'm clacking away on my keyboard. I just feel bad about that. And like if I wanted to just like talk to friends on Discord, if I was just gaming one night or some stupid shit, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to have a separate room.
James and the boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it'd be nice to have, and like I would love to have just room for guests. Like we don't really have that right now. I mean, we have
Yeah.
room to host people, but not overnight.
Right. You have to be kind of a sport to like stay the night here.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone who has.
Yeah.
Because especially like that's something too that I actually think would be nice about moving. I don't know. It's a pro and a con. Like right now in Madison, because I live in all of our friends' like home base. Whenever
yeah.
people come home, I get to see them, which
Yeah.
is nice.
That's a
But
nice little event.
the downside is they're not coming just for me.
True.
So then I always just kind of get squeezed into the plans, which is totally fine. Like everyone's family's here. They just have like
Oh, yeah,
multiple
yeah,
people
yeah.
to see on the list. I totally get
Totally.
it. But like then if I live in Chicago or well moving anywhere, but Chicago is the one that's on the list.
Right.
You know, that's like a place where then if people are coming, they're like coming to see me, they're likely going to stay with me and it's like, you know, a weekend that's just about us and hanging out, which is really fun.
Yeah. And adding to that, like if you come back or anytime those people come back, it's probably for some type of holiday.
Yeah.
So we'd probably be back anyway. So
Yeah.
you'd be able to see them.
Yeah, that's true.
Those similar times.
That is true.
Yeah. It's like a similar capacity.
So yeah, that's something to consider. And I mean, I do think we'll be able to find a cool apartment in Chicago. I have been doing lots of apartment hunting.
Yeah. You're good at that.
I sort of love it.
What's the latest?
I saw something on, I don't remember if it was TikTok or Twitter or something, but some guy was like, Zillow should lean into the fact that they're not just an apartment hunting app. Like they are a social media app and they're a way that people kill time. And I was like, that's so true.
So you're saying like they could share what cool places they found, like other people are posting, or what's
It
the
should
social
just be
media
way
part
more
of
of a because that's what people are doing on it. Like you just go on it to like kill time and have fun, and you share funny homes with people, and like
it?
now there are all these Instagram accounts like Zillow Mansions and just
Yeah.
whatever. Like lean into that.
Okay, that'd be funny. Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant.
Did
I
you
want to
find
be
some
on that
cool
guy's
ones?
team. But anyways, I've been spending lots of time on different various apartment hunting apps. I have found cool ones, but I feel like I have really high expectations because of this apartment. And like, I am so not willing to not have laundry in unit now
Yeah, totally.
that I just like refuse.
Especially somewhere like Chicago, man. You'd probably have to take it like a few blocks. Like we don't have our car. We won't have
Well,
easy driving.
no, most of them would like have communal
Oh, that
in
makes sense.
the
yeah.
apartment complex.
Even that fucking sucks.
But yeah, that shit sucks. And like, I didn't even use that all throughout college. I packed my laundry up and took it to my parents' house because that shit's nasty and those never
Yep.
work.
And the ones I've had where you had to like put quarters in, like fuck that. I have to go
Yeah.
to the store to get a bunch of quarters.
That's what I'm saying. Screw all of you.
And it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the ones that are
And because the
Just in
dryers
the
don't
unit.
work, so you have to dry your shit like 1,000 times.
yeah. You'd have to do like 3 loads.
Yeah. So no thanks. So that's kind of like a absolute for me must.
Absolute.
Absolute must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But then I also like obviously we need a place that accepts cats. I want it to be
Mhm.
cool. I also we need parking and
Yeah.
like central air.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of musts.
Are you fine taking the train to work? I mean, you wouldn't have to go in it every day anyway, but
I would only have to go in like once a week, and I think I'd be fine with that.
okay.
I mean, that's what's so hard right now. Like, it's in a way, it's hard for me to give up my apartment in Madison because it's close to everything I like to do, and it's across the street from my extremely cool office.
Yeah.
But like,
And the thing is, if we wanted to upgrade, we could, like we could go to a one with a den upstairs or on the same floor.
I mean, it's gonna be really expensive.
I haven't looked at it, but yeah,
It's really expensive.
it's already too expensive. So yeah.
So I don't know. It's hard for me to give that up in a way, but also I'm so fucking bored here. It's not even funny.
Yeah, that's harder for you. I still have my friends.
That is one of the pros lists for you and a
Yeah.
con for me.
Yeah, I got my homies. We have the studio. So
And you think you might keep the studio?
yeah, even if we go, I'd probably try to, just because it's such a good price. Like, it's insane.
So con for me is that you would be gone once a weekend at least every month.
Yeah, right.
Con.
Unless I find somewhere there, or maybe I don't know. No, I couldn't record in the den. That'd be too loud. Like, I'm trying to like play loud music on the speakers and shit. So it's
Living
tough.
with an artist.
Oh man.
It's tough. Okay, yeah. I mean, I will say, I guess for the fans, what you guys don't know is that the reason Chicago is like the main one that's on the list for us is because
Oh yeah.
it just kind of like the stars aligned, and my company has an office there, and James's company, although he works remote all the time, has like a hub of employees that live there.
And we're talking about opening a WeWork or
Oh, you
eventually an
are?
office. Yeah.
Oh my God, you might be in my WeWork.
No. That'd be weird. No, I'm just kidding.
Why? We work in the same place all day.
Yeah, just show up. That'd just be kind of weird to show up to work together and then go separate ways. Like if our coworkers. saw us
Wait,
having-
no, that'd be so fun. And then you'd actually get up at the same time as me.
Well, that's the thing is I'd probably leave.
We could ride the train together.
Man, shit. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Very convincing. So that's why Chicago is the one that's on the list. But what else? I mean, obviously Madison is cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, is it though? Like, what the fuck are we doing paying this? Like,
Okay, but we live in a really cool apartment, and,
It's the
and
coolest in
apartments
Madison.
are expensive in Madison, but
okay,
so like apartments will be comparable, to be honest, but everything else, going out for one drink, your drink is $15 in
Oh, yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
Like
totally,
all of
totally.
that adds up.
okay, yeah, no, definitely that. I mean, were you looking at? Are
Plus,
you calling apartments like flats too? Were
The
you looking at
taxes are
flats?
higher.
Were you,
What?
were you looking at flats, like, or any type of house?
Isn't that just an apartment, a flat?
A flat to me is like one level of a house.
I lived in London. It's called a flat if you have an apartment.
But were you looking at apartments or any like house type of things where we get one floor, like small houses?
It's still an apartment.
Okay, but
I was
is it,
looking at apartments.
but like big apartment buildings? You know what I mean? There's a difference.
I was looking at all sorts of apartments.
Okay, whatever. But yeah, no, definitely more expensive there for regular shit.
I mean, ideally, I want an apartment just like this,
Right.
but in Chicago, in an ideal location,
Wow.
close to things that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's possible.
Is that so much to ask?
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling picky. I like industrial is the word I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
I want an industrial apartment. I just love the vibes, and I think it's really fun to like make them kind of cozy because they come so cold and
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. You're good at adding life to like
Thank you.
this kind of vibe. Because
You're
yeah, if you don't
lucky to
do the
live
right
with
things,
me.
it just looks weird and like
Yeah.
barren.
Yeah. But I
Totally.
think they're pretty fun to dress up, and they're just like really cool. Plus, they tend to be tall ceilings, which I absolutely love.
It's so nice. Like sometimes I accidentally, if I'm not paying attention, I'll like get off on the second floor. when we,
Oh, and it's smaller.
and yeah, on the stairs.
Yeah.
I'll just walk out and I'll be like, these are really short ceilings.
I know.
We're spoiled.
Well, and just having, because our apartment right now isn't that big. It's like 750 square feet or something.
Hmm.
But having the tall ceilings makes it feel pretty big.
It really does. It's a big difference.
Yeah. So I am picky, but I have been looking. I like find some sometimes, but I don't know. I don't think I found anything that meets all of my requirements and would be in our price range yet. But also, it's you look and then that apartment is gone a week later, so it's not really like, and there's not a ton of point in looking right now.
Yeah,
But it's
not
also just to
Madison
like reassure myself that there
they
are
exist.
options.
Yeah, Madison's weird as fuck for making you like reapply for your space in like 8 months in advance.
I know, it's just crazy.
It's really weird.
And in all the things I've been looking at, it does say summer is still a good time to move to Chicago, not necessarily for prices, but just for options because everyone's moving and it's like still that kind of carries on once you're done with school, just
right
for a while.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, so I mean, we'll have that in our favor, but that also means that a lot of things probably won't become available for like several months.
I know we've talked about either this year or next year. I don't know. I feel like it's just going to be so COVID-y still.
So yes, but I mean, it's also so COVID-y here, but I was just in Chicago last weekend and they have a vaccine mandate, which I didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
But like people are out and about and it was honestly very, very refreshing to see so many people in a space knowing that they're all vaccinated.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that was fucking cool.
I wonder how many of them are fake vaxxed.
I mean, I guess.
That's fucking scary. Like that's so fucking weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure there are some.
Like you just see these people online talking about how like they think they're like counterculture or something.
Yeah.
It's not like this isn't a culture that
no,
we're trying to be safe.
You're just a bad person.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I mean that is true. I'm sure there are some, but like generally speaking, I mean Chicago's like a giant metropolitan city and most people are
more liberal, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. Like every single place that we went into, bar, restaurant, obviously the United Center, which is where I went to my concert.
Oh yeah, Casey Musgraves.
All those places you had to show your ID and Vax card both.
Yeah.
Like before you could even get sat.
Yeah.
Which is
That's pretty
cool.
That's one of the pluses. Music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot more people coming through Chicago than Madison.
Tons of tunes, which I will say, like Madison's music scene is pretty good. I love seeing music here, and I feel like we have 3 amazing sized venues.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a lot of the people I love to see will like skip over us, and it'll be like Chicago and Minneapolis instead, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, even like the like smaller bands, like we kind of prefer smaller shows because it's just more fun than
it's
like
just more
big arenas.
intimate. Yeah,
but like even those kind of bands don't really think of Madison.
Yeah, unless they're like from around here.
What was that place? Cudahy?
Yes.
Some bands we like are going to Cudahy instead of fucking Madison.
Yes. Like what the hell is that even? My dad calls Cudahy, so that's how you guys know. If you're in a band, don't play there. It's lame.
Is it southern Wisconsin or is it northern?
It's like outside of Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a little bit outside.
That's fucking weird.
And just like go to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Well, so Wunderbar had that show and it was listed as in Milwaukee and then it got canceled. And I think that's because they didn't realize it was in Cudahy.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's at like some semi-famous music venue called like the X-Ray Arcade or something.
Oh, okay.
But like,
well, good for them. I guess I'm just jealous. Like, why are you taking ours?
No, that's what I'm saying. Come to Madison. Haven't you guys heard of the High Noon Saloon?
That's hilarious.
Okay, well, other pros for Chicago, obviously, it's just a cool metropolitan city. Like I said, I just feel like there's like, obviously, yes, tons of music. There's also just tons to do, tons of restaurants, good comedy. I mean, there's just like endless things to do.
Right.
And I feel like there's a lot to do in Madison, although there's less right now, but I've done it all.
No, yeah. Madison's, we're not trying to bag on Madison. It's great, but we have seen it all.
Yeah. Which is totally fine because it's all been fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of something I've been thinking about. Also, I can't decide what I think about these things because, like, obviously a pro to Madison is that you can drive around easily and that's a con for Chicago.
Yeah.
But Chicago has public transportation, which is fire.
Yeah, it's a give and take there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't drive that much anymore anyway.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I drive to, I don't know, fucking do errands and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's about it.
So, yeah, so I don't know. And I wouldn't even know, like, do we bring both cars?
Yeah, at that point, I don't even know.
Yeah. Because I hardly drive mine now. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
paying $150 a month to let it sit in this fucking garage.
Rot. I feel like we would probably just take one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just easier, cheaper.
Then what the hell do I do with my car?
Yeah, right. Your dad finessed you.
Literally. But yeah, I mean, I guess something that I struggle with is I'd be tearing you away from literally all of your friends are still here.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to know what to do.
You hate me.
No,
You're mad at me. You despise me.
No. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I want to live other places, so.
Ugh, and it's just so hard because I'm sitting here like the time is now, when the hell else am I going to get out of here?
Yeah.
Which maybe that's also not true. And we're also literally in a pandemic.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. Like if we don't do it, I know that if we don't move somewhere ever at any point in our lives, I will regret it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I definitely
the
think
least
the same
amount of responsibilities that will probably ever have in our lives.
Is it? I feel like I have so much on my fucking plate all the time.
Yeah, I take it back. Actually, my life fucking sucks. I'm so tired of being responsible.
Yeah. Same.
I don't know what it is about this season we're in right now, but literally everything is terrible, and I feel like I'm getting hit from all angles.
Yeah.
Side
Man,
note.
I don't know. Yeah.
We both had terrible days, if you guys can't tell. We're in the right headspace for this sort of thing. Okay, well, a con that I wrote down also is that it's Chicago and it's not New York City. Which is in some ways is probably a pro considering the current state of the world, and New York City is all fucked up. But I just have always thought moving to New York City would be fun.
Yeah.
And Chicago was kind of not really ever on my radar because it always just felt like it was so easy to visit.
Yeah.
But Chicago is cool.
I definitely liked New York when we visited.
Oh, God, and I just want to go back. Let's
Yeah.
plan a trip.
Yep. We gotta. Man, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough.
But then everyone's saying New York City isn't even New York City anymore. Is that true? Oh my God. I mean, it is interesting to think because New York would just be so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And I would really have to lower my standards.
Oh, man. You would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except your brother, Paul and Eileen, found a nice place.
Yeah, theirs is really cool. It's got even a little backyard and shit. So.
And that who?
In Brooklyn?
Unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they snapped.
So I don't know. It's not totally impossible. But yeah, I don't know. It's just so that's a con for me, I guess. But Chicago is cool.
I mean, I do kind of want to move back to Madison eventually.
No, same.
To be a fam. But even if we move there, it's not like we can't move another place after that.
I know. It's just feels so. I don't know why this feels like such a big decision.
Yeah, it really does. And I think it's because you've had people move away so much and so quickly. It feels okay, the next place has to be perfect. But it's we can
literally do whatever we want.
Yeah,
if we hate it, we can come home.
Exactly. Or go somewhere else.
Okay, well, here's another con for me that I wrote down while you were dealing with our cat. A con for Chicago and a pro for Madison. A pro for Madison is that I have my hairstylist here.
Oh, yeah?
And a con would be that I'd have to find another because I have been seeing Megan since I was literally in middle school.
For sure.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
And I get my hair cut a lot because I keep it really short.
Yeah.
So that would honestly be hard for me.
There's definitely probably a lot of, that maybe is a little bigger for you, but relatively smaller things that we don't think about. We have familiar, we're so familiar with this place.
I mean, I don't give a single shit about my doctor. Oh my God. Actually, though, what I didn't think about is if my teeth fall out.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Where would I go? Oh my God.
You would cry and demand I take
How
you to the
that
Madison.
not cross my mind?
You would not get on Zoom that day. I'll tell you that, though.
I mean, I would have to go and see my prosthodontist. I'd have to drive straight to Madison. There's no way.
Yeah, you just a medical emergency.
Everything, my teeth fall out.
Yeah.
You guys.
We've talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, if you didn't listen, there's a whole episode on why my teeth fall out, and you can go figure that out for yourself, but they do.
Yep.
And that would be my biggest nightmare.
What's that one called? I forgot.
Hey, Metal Mouth.
Nice.
Check it out.
Shit.
So that would be a problem. Okay, fine. Prosthodontist and hairstylist are two very important people in my life.
Yeah, you're best friends.
Quite literally. Otherwise, I don't care about my doctor, or you like hate our veterinarian, so I guess we can go somewhere else.
She poisoned our fucking daughter, dude.
On accident. Beatrix had a weird reaction to one of her annual shots.
Yeah.
But the amoxicillin worked on our son.
Yeah. They're one and one.
Yeah. So I think that is the most of my list. What else? I guess one more. Obviously, Chicago's cold.
Yeah.
Like Madison is cold, but Chicago
You get
really
next to the river down there. When we were walking to that breakfast place, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, man, it's a different type of cold too.
Yeah.
Because Madison, I think, has a little bit more humidity. Do people say that maybe?
No idea.
Yeah. But it felt bad.
Yeah, it was really cold.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just there this last weekend and it wasn't as bad, but.
Okay. That's good.
I also, though, I feel like we would just like Uber a lot and that's bad.
I'm sure we would Uber so much more.
Like, I just Ubered that whole weekend I was there.
Yeah, we
We
literally
Ubered
just walk
everywhere.
everywhere here.
Uber everywhere.
Because there's fucking 4 places to go.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, did we make a decision? What do you guys think?
Yeah. I think it's obvious. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just tough. I don't know. I want to move, so I feel like we're going to go to Chicago, and it's more so a matter of do we do it this year or next year?
Yeah, basically.
But I don't know why the fuck this is such a tough decision this time.
Yeah.
This time like I've ever made it before.
Yeah.
It just feels way bigger than it is. Maybe also because I've been building it up in my head so much, or because of the pandemic, or just because of whatever the hell is going on.
I think it's all those things. Like, it's been just kind of building like this like weird pressure.
Well, plus I keep like looking for something that's gonna fix my life, and I. Like,
it's definitely not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You'll have less people. You'll have to like really put yourself out there.
Yes, but in a new place, I like that's expected, and like I just,
it can be the kick, I'm sure, for some people.
Yeah, and in some ways, I feel like I've met everyone here, and I know that's not really true, but like I don't.
It's definitely not true. I'll say that. Like, we've been to a lot of places, we've seen all the restaurants and shit, but we haven't met everyone. There's so many people.
I know, but we go to a concert, I see the same strangers. Like it's just like.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I don't know. It's just tough. But if you are a Chicago friend, let me know where we should live.
Yeah, we've got a couple homies there.
Yeah. And like let me know what areas of Chicago we might actually like to live in, because that's something I have a really hard time figuring out by just looking on the internet.
I'm sure they're all changing all the time too.
Yeah, but they each have their own little vibe,
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know.
We know enough people that we can get a better grasp on that, I think.
Yeah.
If we actually do some research.
These are the things we like. Live music, coffee shops within walking distance, good restaurants.
We're so unique. You probably won't be able to find anybody like us. So if you know one of those people, let us know.
And we're always looking for new friends.
Yep.
So set us up.
So if you like those 3 things, aka the whole world.
Hey, not everyone likes all of those things.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't even like live music half the time. I have to convince you that it's fun.
That's because you try to plan like 5 a week.
Okay, that's the only thing that keeps me going.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And we don't know.
But we'll figure it out.
And if you're a Madison friend and this makes you sad,
right.
Maybe say something. I don't know. Or don't. Keep it to yourself.
Jeez.
I can't decide.
Damn.
Well, I can't decide if I want them to weigh in and make it harder for us to leave, or if I want people to say nice things about us. And
those are the 2 things.
How nice it is to have us around.
Yeah. Then it'll just make it sadder to leave.
Yes. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So we have a lot of thinking to do.
Yeah, some stuff to think about.
We're thinking about some things. Okay, well, let's wrap it up with a rose and a thorn and a bud of today. Just your day today.
Today? The worst day ever?
Mm-hmm.
Rose. I don't know. I bought some Loft House cookies. Those are good.
Okay,
I
that
fucking love
counts.
those things.
You really do. He's a stan.
Yeah. Thorn. I don't know, the vibes. The
General vibes.
Like, I just didn't have a good day. But I can work on getting up earlier so I don't have to deal with the burning heat in my face.
Be a little more careful when you walk down the stairs.
Fuck you. Oh no.
Okay, fine.
Your
My turn. I'll start with my rose. My rose was you going to get groceries today. Thank you. That was really helpful.
Okay. The helpfulness or me being gone because I was
The
in a shitty
helpfulness.
mood.
The helpfulness. No, that was sweet of you. And I appreciate it. And it was nice. We have milk in the house again. All is well.
Okay, you're welcome.
So that's my rose. My thorn was just the entire work day. I worked from, 8 a.m. until about 8:30 p.m.
Yep.
Kill myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still extremely, extremely far behind.
Yep. Same.
So everything is not looking good. Miserable, sad, terrible, soul-sucking. And then for my bud, something that I could do, something I could improve on
Yeah.
would be, just generally speaking, I think I need to start taking care of myself more. I work from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
I feel like a shell of a human. So, maybe a couple push-ups, a glass of water, a breathing exercise.
Yeah.
A few of those things sprinkled throughout the day
Leaving the house, yeah.
might help. Yeah, I haven't gone outside.
No.
So yeah, we're depressed. If you guys haven't noticed.
Goddamn winter, man.
Yeah, life is terrible, but hey, we might move to Chicago. So thank you guys so much for listening. Please weigh in or don't. It's really up to you. No pressure. And yeah, we may or may not be here next year. So thanks, guys. We love you, and we will chat with you again next week. Bye.
Peace.
Another cathartic convo in the books. I feel better. How about you? Thank you so much for listening. Now I just want to jump on here and say, don't forget to follow and or subscribe to the pod on your favorite streaming platform for new episodes every single week, because I know you can't get enough of me. Additionally, if you want to gain access to exclusive episodes and behind the scenes bloopers and lots of other goodies, join our Patreon and support the pod with your hard-earned American dollars. You can find the link in our show notes, or you can also visit us at patreon.com/pessimistic@best. And of course, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at pessimistic@best. And if you're as obsessed with me as I am with you, you can find me at Sam Georgeson on all platforms. And last but not least, I'd like to give a special shout out to my podcast editor and producer, the love of my life, James Arbai, whom I literally could not do this without. So thank you, James. I love you so much. And thank you guys for joining me again this week. I love you too. And I cannot wait to chat with you again soon.